Vela, sorrow, tears, and blood. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. A federal jury in San Francisco has just cleared the oil giant Chevron of any responsibility for the May '98 shooting and killing of protesters in the oil-rich Niger Delta. A decade ago, over 100 people had occupied the Chevron-owned oil platform to demand compensation and jobs for the environmental damage caused by Chevron's drilling. The Nigerian military shot and killed 2 unarmed protesters and wounded several others. 11 of the protesters were arrested and reportedly tortured in the prison. Survivors of the '98 shooting have argued Chevron should be held accountable because it paid the Nigerian military and transported them by helicopter to the oil platform. A month ago, 19 Nigerian plaintiffs brought a landmark case against Chevron using the Alien Tort Claims Act, which allows foreign nationals to sue in the U.S. over international human rights violations. But on Monday, the jury rejected the claims that Chevron was responsible for the abuses. A Chevron spokesperson told reporters the verdict vindicated their response to the, quote, dangerous hostage-taking situation where our employees were in peril. I'm joined in San Francisco now by Larry Boito, the lead plaintiff in the case against Chevron. He was shot in the elbow, side, and back while protesting on the oil platform 10 years ago. He'll be translated. We're also joined by Larry Boito's attorney, Bert Voorhees. Here in the firehouse, Shawaria Moile, longtime Nigerian human rights activist who's been arrested and tortured by the Nigerian military as well. He runs the Nigerian news website, SaharaReporters.com. Bert Voorhees, explain what happened in the court yesterday.
Well, yesterday was a big setback for us, obviously, in the case and in this struggle. We thought we had presented adequate information to the jury so that they would find for the plaintiffs. And we were unable to cut through the lies, obviously, that Chevron was presenting to the jury. So we're going to move ahead, file an appeal, and press forward with a state case, which is asking a state court judge here to order Chevron to reduce its use of the military and to create transparency and accountability for Chevron in its use of the military.
Larry Boito, you were shot on that day, in that last week of May in 1998, by the Nigerian military, flown in by Chevron. What is your response to the case, to losing this case? You're the lead plaintiff in it.
Ọjọ́ May 28, the year 2008, where wáyé àti ṣe ẹjọ́ kí ìpinnu rẹ̀ kí ìrò rẹ̀ nípa ẹjọ́ ìrànlẹ́gbọ̀n jẹ́ pé ìwé ìdàpọ̀ nẹ́dù ìgbájú ni ẹjọ́ yam ṣe.
Larry's being translated.
Well, Madupa Anshino ne question Yambera.
Well, I appreciate and I thank you for the question that you just asked.
Though ni Monday I was disappointed in the decision jury.
On Monday, that was yesterday, I was disappointed in the judgment passed on by the jury.
Still, I believe I almost believe strong continue.
I believe personally that the struggle continue.
And then, team representative and Mother Adebakwe and finally redressing or appeal.
I believe too that the attorney representing us will not stay put, and that they take the initiative in going to the Court of Appeal in order to redress or see about this issue once more again.
Larry, you were shot on that day, on May 28, 1998, by the Nigerian military on the on Chevron's oil platform, the Nigerian military that Chevron flew in.
Ní ọjọ́ yìí ọkọ̀ òyìnbó ẹ̀ fi wá yìí Chevron kó àwọn apanẹ́panẹ́ ológun Wa lubanre abi.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni a ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀.
Yes.
Ní May 28 báyìí àwọn protester jami prepare pé aláti lọ ilẹ̀ ní àìrọ̀ ọjọ́ yẹn torí àmì expect ọkọ̀ yà àwọn elders send yàwá kọ́ àwọn protester.
On that fateful day, very early in the morning, the protesters have made up their mind to evacuate the platform. They were expecting a local canoe that will come pick them off the barge and the platform.
And instead, the military
When
came in. Let me
unexpected-
just ask Shore Amoyle here in the studio. We have 10 seconds. What will you do now that this case was lost?
Well, this is just one version of the case, which is a legal part of it. There's a moral victory in this, that Chevron has been exposed to the taxi drivers,
We'll
the
have to
ordinary
leave it
people in
there.
America.
I want to thank you for being with us,
Yes.
Shore. I'm Amy Goodman. Thanks for joining us.